A window gets cracked open for a few minutes after a shower. The bathroom door stays half closed, then swings wider as someone walks past with a towel. Later, the same window is shut again because the air feels cooler than expected. Household airflow and moisture presence across living spaces is a quiet, recurring condition where air movement carries dampness from one area to another, then leaves it lingering in places that were not directly involved in the original activity. It shows up during normal routines. A hot shower adds moisture to the air. Cooking adds steam near the stove. A load of laundry warms up a small room. Even a few people sitting in a living room for an hour changes how the air feels. Air moves through a home in ordinary ways. Doors open and close. Hallways act like channels. Fans push air into adjacent spaces. Heating and cooling systems circulate air through vents, returns, and filters. Windows get open briefly and then shut again. Moisture does not stay in one spot. It rides along with airflow and settles into patterns that repeat. A bathroom mirror fogs, then clears. A bedroom feels slightly heavy at night, then drier by morning. A closet near an exterior wall feels different from a closet closer to the center of the home. The kitchen air changes while water boils, then shifts again when the stove is off. This condition is not dramatic, but it keeps pulling attention back. It adds small decisions to routine life. A person notices the room feels damp, then pauses to change something. A door is left open for circulation, then closed for privacy. A fan is turned on, then forgotten. A window is opened, then shut again, when noise or temperature becomes noticeable. The time cost is not in one big task. It is in repeated small interactions spread across days. The same spaces invite the same adjustments because moisture and airflow keep returning to familiar routes. Most households handle this with a mix of habits, small tools, and repeated check-ins. One common attempt is manual ventilation. Windows are opened after showers or while cooking. Bathroom and kitchen fans are used in short bursts. Interior doors are left open to let things air out, then shut again when the room needs to be quiet or warm. Another attempt is surface management. Wet towels are moved from a chair to a hook. Shower curtains are pulled closed or spread out to dry. Mats get hung over a rail. A quick wipe happens on mirrors, tile edges, or windowsills when moisture is visible. Some households rely on equipment settings. Air conditioning is adjusted because the air feels sticky. Heating is raised because damp air feels cooler. Ceiling fans are used on different speeds depending on the room. A portable fan is moved from one place to another during the week. Storage habits also become part of the approach. Laundry baskets are kept away from certain corners. Closet doors are left ajar for a while. Shoes are placed near an entryway rather than inside a closed cabinet right away. Bedding is pulled back in the morning so air can move through it. In some homes, moisture gets managed through routines that take attention. A person checks the bathroom after use. Someone remembers to run the fan, then comes back later to switch it off. A window is opened. Then, later, someone closes it because rain starts or the outside air changes. None of these are unusual. They are normal, reasonable ways people try to keep indoor spaces feeling stable while still living normally inside them. Effort-heavy approaches often degrade because they depend on consistent timing inside a home that rarely stays consistent. Airflow and moisture are tied to activity patterns that shift daily. Showers happen at different times. Cooking changes by schedule, season, or convenience. Laundry piles up and then gets handled in a short window. Guests come over. Doors get left open because someone is carrying something. Doors get shut because someone needs quiet. Windows stay closed for a week because of weather, then get opened suddenly on a warm day. Many common approaches require a person to notice the condition at the right moment, then respond, then remember the follow-up step later. That sequence sounds small, but it competes with everything else happening in a home. The house does not pause while air moves and moisture redistributes. There is also a mismatch between neat expectations and real indoor use. A plan like always run the fan after showers works best when routines are predictable. In many households, the bathroom is used back to back, or someone forgets, or the fan is loud, or the window cannot stay open because of temperature or noise. The intended routine becomes irregular and the handling becomes reactive. Over time, this creates a familiar loop. A small adjustment gets made, then the home shifts, then the adjustment stops happening. Then the condition reappears in the same places. The friction is not one big obstacle. It is the steady cost of attention and follow-through. Alongside effort-based handling, there are also formats designed around reduced interaction. These formats are set up to exist in the background with minimal decision-making, so they stay present without being actively managed step by step. In household life, reduced interaction formats often share a few characteristics. They are usually set and sit rather than set and check. They fit into the same spaces where routines already happen, like bathrooms, laundry areas, utility rooms, or entryways. They do not require frequent moving from room to room. They are accessed in predictable moments, or they operate without requiring that moment at all. The defining feature is not what a format achieves, it is how it fits into routine. The format stays available without needing repeated attention to keep it in place. It is compatible with interruption, schedule changes, and ordinary forgetfulness. In practice, these formats tend to be chosen when a household is tired of adding small decisions to already crowded routines and wants something that can simply remain part of the environment without much interaction. One example of a low-interaction format category is Joseph's Well, which is presented as a digital package delivered online, typically accessed on a phone or computer during planning time at home, then referenced again later in short check-in moments when household routines allow. Household airflow and moisture presence across living spaces is a condition that comes with ordinary indoor life. People, heat, water use, and air movement sharing the same enclosed rooms. Reduced interaction formats exist alongside more hands-on approaches, but they are not universal. Different homes have different layouts, schedules, noise tolerances, and preferences for how much attention gets spent on background conditions. In the end, this sits in the category of routine coexistence. It is managed in whatever way fits the household's daily shape, using the level of interaction that can actually be maintained over time.